already got to see actually both these players, play on Blood Covenant, where Spart1e went back and forth with Cypher, both in 3-0ing each other multiple times. And k1llsen had to fight his way back, actually, up against Ron on this map. But here we go, kick things off. I'm currently tagged along with Spart1e as he's sitting on the Ranger. And k1llsen, one of the few and only players I've seen so far in the last week or two playing Nyx in duel.
Yeah, she's definitely gone down in popularity recently, but these things kind of fluctuate a lot. As soon as a player makes, some positive demonstrations of a champion and does things well, all of a sudden, all the pro players' ears perk up again, and they're like, oh, maybe we misjudged this this champion. Very aggressive move from Spart1e, though, forcing out that Ghost Walk early on, posing himself, well, highly assertively.
Oh, Spart1e heard him too. Sorry, here, k1llsen right above Matt Rock. He's gonna go up the jump pad. I'm not sure exactly why. He actually took more damage than he did there. Either way, Heavy's gonna be picked up right now, and Spart1e's gonna retreat back towards his Mega. It's actually gonna say, once you see that one person, playing and making a champion work well, is that why you've been playing Keel so much?
Fortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be setting any trends anytime soon. But I tried to kind of take Ron's advice, but I think he's just trolling most of the time. Uh-oh, Spart1e. This is bad news for him. Is he going to be able to make it out? Finds himself a light armor, got the die roll back, and he's almost not available to the zoom.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't know if k1llsen's been purposely denying the rail, but Spart1e has yet to pick up the rail a minute and a half in here, so definitely could have helped him when he was over towards Heavy in that long range battle. You saw him kind of just run away and not even shoot off that initial rocket shot for a couple of seconds, trying to get a better angle on him.
Spart1e's had a good last 20 seconds, getting the Mega, 2 light armors and a rail. So he's going to feel a lot more healthy. He's even going to get himself the Heavy. k1llsen's kind of just letting him go. I think he didn't make the read or didn't hear Spart1e coming over to Heavy. And Spart1e knocks down as well, completely. Whoa, the die roll forces out that Ghost Walk, and the Mega was still taken by Spart1e. This is a huge opportunity to get first blood.
If only he can find k1llsen, though. We saw k1llsen against Ron, even against the Visor, do really well at just avoiding, any conflicts that k1llsen didn't want to have happen, any fights he didn't want to make work for him. And so far, even though Spart1e has the advantage, he hasn't been able to get really anything off this. k1llsen getting aggressive with that Ghost Walk. He does a hell of a lot of damage. The Rocket's going to follow up with, but Spart1e gets the better of him here with the follow-up shot. And Spart1e opens things up here, 2.5 minutes in.
That was a savage reaction from Spart1e. He didn't realize the Ghost Walk was being used aggressively, but he immediately had the die roll. There was no hesitation, and with those rails as well, hitting some stunning shots. k1llsen says, wow. I have 2 right. That was a pretty hardcore last rail.
Not a good sign for k1llsen, though, considering what we saw in Cryptic Keep in the last round, where he kind of just threw away his champions. He can't afford to be tilted right now. And Spart1e, if he keeps momentum up, he can keep k1llsen on this back foot and kind of off balance, for the next couple of rounds and take a 1-map lead. That could almost be spelling, k1llsen being knocked out of the entire tournament.
I think we've got some calculations to be doing. Oh my god, that follow-up rocket from Spart1e. Disgusting. This is actually the map that k1llsen picked, so it's clearly good for him, but I know that Spart1e's best map in Quake Champions is Blood Covenant as well. So he's not going to be upset the fact that he gets to play this too. And clearly we're seeing that he knows the angles very well.
Alright, we'll tag along with k1llsen here for the beginning of this round, at least on the Nyx. See how he kind of plays things. Mega is still up currently. It's definitely a big split between the 2 items, and k1llsen's going to see him actually securing that. Gets actually a lot of damage in. I don't even know why Spart1e went for the challenge there, considering the HP. And that rail could have been enough to finish off. Switches back to the Rockets. k1llsen wants to go for the chase. But that timing on Die Orb was ridiculous. And k1llsen, he wants to go for the follow-up. Spart1e is not going to have a chance here. k1llsen, he shows, I got rails too.
Yeah, Spart1e was juking and diving there and hoping that he could get away, but k1llsen was being actually fairly unpredictable in his movement. We're going to see Clutch out for the first time this map. k1llsen does secure a Heavy. Let's see what he can do. I usually say just defensively versus the Clutch, but maybe he can put on a nice attack too.
We already talked about,
he's going to need more rails.
You mentioned in the first series, Cypher versus Spart1e, how Clutch isn't amazing on this map. But again, you know, not having Ranger at the moment picked up against the clutch is going to make it a little bit more difficult to keep that distance. So you got to rely a lot on these rails out of k1llsen. Do some damage from long range before he does force the fight.
k1llsen didn't realize the angle was available. It's kind of like those optimistic moves you make to get some information, but you don't click fire because it's just sometimes not on your mind that they'll be there. Move over there from Spart1e. Finds him down at the bottom. k1llsen. He didn't actually have a shield to go against. So right now, game is hard for him. Gonna have to try and escape somehow.
Oh.
By the bounce pad. Oh, he's playing with fire at the moment.
He's got some time shards at least, so if he can just stall for another 10 seconds of time, which he should be able to do with where currently Spart1e is, then he's gonna have the opportunity to go for another fight here. He's gonna miss a lot of HP now because of that rail landing. And he's actually out of shots.
That rail landed at a horrible time for him as well. Shield's going to be found. k1llsen's going to go walk right through him, but Spart1e, he can see everything. He's going to easily clean up that kill off of Nyx.
That's pretty low.
Question is, how fast can k1llsen come back? He's going over the LG now. Uses a dial. We're going to meet him over this hallway. Good rocket from Spart1e. But k1llsen still going to find the finishing blow. Very important that he came back quickly.
And perfect timing with that kill too, because he's able to get Meg off the back of that. So the HP he was missing, we'll ignore that dire orb. The HP he was missing is completely gone for now. And there's no way that Spart1e can go up this jump pad. Especially with the LG out for k1llsen.
What is happening? k1llsen's just getting in the way of Spart1e's rockets. I think is the only way to really describe it accurately. We're going to get a visor versus visor, but I mean, Ranger seemed useless just then.
Visor v visor now, k1llsen's gonna come through his teleporter. Didn't take as much damage as he probably should have there. And actually returns quite a bit of fire back onto Spart1e, so major items not available to be secured again. And Spart1e just gonna go for the heal up before he goes for the armor. And k1llsen's right on the corner. I think he just heard the heavy being taken.
Has k1llsen just used it? I think he has, yeah, because he knows way too much about where Spart1e is. Moving close towards him. Got a rocket to fire back here from Spart1e. He is rollable right now, but both of them are weak. k1llsen, he went for it. He wanted blood, but unfortunately he's not going to get it. That's going to put Spart1e 2-0 up on Blood Covenant.
I can respect that hustle there, though, to k1llsen trying to get aggressive and go for the kill. He didn't have the rail, unfortunately. And he wasn't... Sorry, he wasn't really in a position to pick it up either.
Fight.
Well, Spart1e now can try secure this one. Get himself a map in the tournament. He's actually going to teleport straight up, looking for some more damage. Stack is still fine, so he's going to crack on with the machine gun. If one rail hits him, he's probably going to think twice about his next actions.
Oh, but you
that
know,
could have been a lot worse for Spart1e.
You know, the guy laying down that brick. He's like, this brick one day is just gonna save Spart1e's life. You know, it's gonna save someone's life, and it did just that. Like, all I need was like a pixel or two more to be able to hit that rail. The Spart1e trying to go for heavy, and honestly, k1llsen, he's got the high ground advantage. He can lock him in here because again, Spart1e. Oh my God! Did he just hit a direct rocket from low ground?
Yes.
Don't tell Anakin Skywalker about that.
That was horrific for k1llsen. A lot of people like to do damage on just kind of the lip of the bridge and get the splash to do damage, but Spart1e, he just hit him in the face, and the rail to follow up was pretty much as disgusting.
Oh, trying to fight back.
Into the orb.
Have a hard time peeling you off the wall.
What's happened to k1llsen, Jason?
You know, I don't know. I don't know, and I hope whatever has happened doesn't continue to happen for him. Because I want to see this, you know, be a very close match. But so far, Spart1e is making this pretty much look like his match versus Cypher, but from Cypher's point of view.
Yeah, this is very true. k1llsen is going to get the lightning gun kill, though. 10 health left. He's going to have to find some HP bubbles. And set up for dealing with this clutch, because right now it's going to be hard to keep his distance. He finds him with a direct rocket. Mid-air being assault, but Spart1e finds a splash at the top, so although k1llsen made a small comeback, when you got the clutch, you got no stack, even k1llsen's visor is going to have a very rough time. First 3-0 of the day.
Yeah, actually, yeah, it is. Spart1e was able to take one of the rounds against Cypher on Blood Covenant. You can see there, 100% real accuracy. I think that was for Spart1e.
Oh, really?
I think it was for Spart1e. I didn't.
Oh,
it was blue. Yeah, it was Spart1e. Definitely for Spart1e there.
Yeah, it was only the last round, and it was 3 for 3. But still, it's nice to have that.
You know what? Still 100% Zoot. Still 100.
That's it.
I'll count
9,500 damage. Sorry?
I don't know what you're
I'll
talking
just tell the
about.
guys to start.
I don't know. I like to be professional and not talk about my personal games when I cast. You know, I don't know about you, but
Hey,
you know,
if it's off stream, I won't talk about it.
If you need to brag about getting 9.5k damage when playing with a guy who's played Quake for a few months, when you've been playing for 10 years, you know what? So be it. You take it. You take it.
10 years.
I don't know how long you've been playing Quake.
20 years.
There you go.
Wait, 19.
There you go. If you need to brag about getting 9.5k when you played 19 years against a guy or with a guy who's played for a couple months, you know, you take it if you need that.
Hey, you do very well.
So when I turn this on you, you're gonna start saying, "Oh no, Jason, you're doing really good."
You're actually. I've said before the stream, you've been improving a lot lately. You need help on knowing how to hold the mouse properly, and you know, like how to look at the monitor and position yourself. You know, there's lots of these simple things that I can teach you. I'm happy to do that. You're improving a lot. I'm waiting for your facial reactions in the stream I've got open next to me.
Just not gonna give you anything, you know.
BSing aside,
because you know
what?
You know what? The great taste of Soylent prevents me from even getting angry at all. So I don't even need to worry about this trash talk, this lame trash talk you're throwing out here. Because you know what? Going to our next map. It's k1llsen against Spart1e, and Spart1e's up 1-0. And we're going on to a Veil of... Nah, I'm not going to say the P in there.
Veil of Nath. I think consults in care of full correct pronunciations across the board. I think we got it. We got it down. Let's get the champion picks on board. I suspect we'll get clutches here. We've got Ranger at the moment. k1llsen is going to go clutch. We've not seen him play clutch since, was it Corrupted Keep versus Ron? And they're both going, both Ranger and Visor to complement their clutches. But I'm surprised not to be seeing Elena on this map, but really people are seeing Visor as a highly strong pick, so I think maybe for the very foreseeable future. So.
I love the spoiler on k1llsen's clutch, by the way.
It's great, right?
It is amazing.
His clutch looks way better than his Ron's. His Ron's just needs to
step up his cosmetic games.
Yes. Just his whole uniform in general.
Well, here we go. Our first time we're seeing Veil in this tournament. And this is actually our halfway point. Well, technically could be halfway point for the entire day of Group A. It's just 6 best of 3s, and we're into our third. And so far, Spart1e's putting that aggression on against k1llsen. And
oh! What a rocket.
The Kobe rocket coming in.
Oh my god, that was disgusting from Spart1e. I also want to comment on the way that he started the round. He knows exactly what he wants to do with that spawn on Veil. He got the heavy, straight up die rolled to Mega. And that machine gun damage he did at the beginning too, just helping him get that that full rocket at the end and making it count as a frag.
Well, again, he's been fully stacked back up, securing both these major pickups. And k1llsen just looking for some way to get back into this one. I'm almost thinking maybe a lucky die orb is what he's going to need to have to land to eat away the stack that Spart1e's got.
That. I mean, you're absolutely right, but there's no way k1llsen can formulate a strategy based on that. He's getting very close to the doorway. Spart1e shows his face, but has taken a bit more. The spam damage, die roll comes out. He's going to push through. Spart1e looking for a rail, but k1llsen, of course you can count on him to hit those shots. He's not out in this round.
Oh, he's got to be careful. He's got a clutch right next to him. Looking for that cheeky little shot there of extra damage, and is able to take away Mega. So now finally getting some control. But again, the shield comes back in, and k1llsen, at least this time, is able to keep some distance away from him without the dire orb. So she's just waiting around the corner, maybe hoping that Spart1e comes around for an easy translocate kill.
A translocate kill?
I'm not going to say it.
I've not heard that one used in the Quake Champions yet, I don't think.
It might be, never mind.
You made a UT reference.
Sure, yeah, let's go with UT. Definitely not Overwatch. Definitely not.
Okay. That's alright, I'll put my biases aside. Oh god, he just finds the top of his head. Down goes Spart1e. Alright, it was a pretty insane start for Spart1e in this round, but k1llsen's finding his feet, and what a combo! Gonna be straight into the heavy, and right now, find him. That's it. Spart1e knew that it was going to be so difficult to survive. 1-0 for k1llsen.
I honestly did not expect that with the way that round started off, as you mentioned, with Spart1e taking both pickups and getting the quick kill onto k1llsen. Somehow comes back, especially to his down stack advantage against the Ranger of Spart1e. He was able to still pick up that kill, and now we're going to see if this translates into the next round for him.
It's going to be exactly the same start, I think. Oh no, I thought Spart1e was going to do exactly the same thing and get himself a Mega. He's taking his foot off the gas there. He's gone for the railgun instead. Bit of a slower start from Spart1e.
Gotta be careful though, because as you saw there, when Spart1e ever takes his foot off the gas, k1llsen easily has the ability and the skill to take it back.
This is nice from k1llsen. Oh, he's going to give away his position now, but I like that he's guarding the rockets for that much time. That's something Spart1e still needs. And Spart1e eventually 40 seconds into the round does get rockets, but k1llsen's got his full natural armor stack, overstacked on health. Piercing sight now for that perfect information. One more step forward and Spart1e would have eaten a lot of damage. He ends up taking a direct anyway. And k1llsen moves out of rail room.
Could have been a really unfortunate little peek there from Spart1e. If k1llsen did have rails, again, the prediction of rocket could do about 40 damage combined, but with that rail is going to be able to equalize things a little bit more, and he's not going to get the follow-up rail that actually might have been enough to finish off Spart1e, but k1llsen on 57 HP. He's going to get above 80, yes, and he's going to take away Mega. Great rocket jump up there, but will he get away with his life? The 100 damage turnaround! He's not going to hit the follow-up rail with the fadeaway, but he definitely escaped with a lot closer of a battle than he should have.
Oh my god. Spart1e's missed a couple of rails where he could have got the kill. I know that. Oh my god, he went through a teleporter and almost found another angle. Do you see how he used the machine gun to open the door and then try to find the rail? That was seriously cool from Spart1e. He'll get the frag, lose out on heavy, but still, I mean, just an awesome round from Spart1e.
Mega's now up 2, and it looks like Spart1e going to secure this one. He's definitely got a major stack advantage, but again, he can't count k1llsen's Ranger out, especially what we saw in the last round. And Spart1e's got the information of exactly where he is as well. Easy rail for him. Not going to go to the teleporter either. Now he's kind of locked in towards LG room, which gives full control of Spart1e over towards armor.
Just again remind people these players are playing for their tournament life. Both of them lost their opening matches. Spart1e is a map up, but I mean the series isn't over till it's over. They really do not want to get last in their group, because last in the group means no playoff and no further contention for that juicy 2.5K prize pool.
I thought it was a $500 prize pool. Wink, wink. Spart1e though,
Cost snacks.
Yeah, exactly. Spart1e though playing very patient. You can see k1llsen just kind of waiting for maybe a misstep out of Spart1e. It might be right here, actually, almost peeking that corner, and you can see k1llsen was holding that angle too. He had the railgun, but just didn't have the angle for it. 2 minutes left to go, and k1llsen's going to have to make something happen within this next lot of time.
Yeah, he's waiting for Spart1e to just move like out of line just a little more. Once he does that, then that's when he's going to bite. He's right in front of him now, going to say hello. Has got the dive he wants to use. Finds a bit of damage from it. Spart1e very weak. If he gets the rail, he knows he can get the kill. He's now not vulnerable to a rail shot. It is k1llsen who's on the back foot once more.
It's almost got his Dara back up though, so he could escape to safety if he needs. Mega's not up for a little bit. 46 HP. He's in a really rough spot. Does get away towards glass room though, and again, Spart1e's just raining these rockets down from above, like an attack helicopter.
I like how k1llsen used the Dara as well to get to that small armor room. He knew that he was in a world of trouble then. Heavy's up. k1llsen trying to get some information on it, but he knows that with the amount of time left, he's got to build something for himself. Otherwise, he's not going to have a chance to get back into the round.
1 minute warning.
Well, he needs to maybe build some HP first. 1 damage rockets aren't going to be enough for him to have a chance here. Come through the teleporter. Dyreb comes in, but doesn't matter. Spart1e's going to get the kill.
Great shot.
And now he's up 2 champions with, what, 40 seconds left to go? So he can definitely slow this down the best he can and pretty much guarantee himself a round here.
Yeah, even versus the clutch. He can use the Dyreb, get himself above Nailgun, or just rocket jump away. It also works very well. And he can even get the kill now if he wants, because there's no shield left for kill.
Oh my.
Finds the LG to rail.
Round 2 complete.
You see from Spart1e's point of view, his aim just looks crazy, but there's some It's organized chaos. Let's put it that way.
Organized chaos. Well, so far, Spart1e, that was again a complete flip. That was more of what we saw in Blood Covenant out of him than how that first round did go. Starting off with the Ranger again. k1llsen still opting for the visor instead. That will be Mega given over to Spart1e for now. As k1llsen has the armor. The rocket comes in, and you know what? He kind of baits him in, gets the kill, and you know that's what we talked about with Spart1e before, right? Because in the last round with the Ranger, he didn't get rockets for 40 seconds of time, if not more.
Yeah. Bro, that was a really rushed move from Spart1e. I don't actually like what he did. I think he was putting too much risk forward. And there was a lot of options he had, especially with the die roll available to him. I think he should have probably cut his losses in that scenario and gone to another part of the map. Right now, though, Spart1e just keeps landing rockets, and k1llsen's got to give a bit more space to that clutch. I know he's been playing very well versus clutch, but he's got to be careful. He just goes into the mining drill. Rockets are still good from Spart1e, and he somehow gets himself the frag. You can see k1llsen dancing around maniacally. Not going to go forward with that die roll, but does find the rail in the end. So clutch gets 2, but does go down.
Kind of surprised to see the mining drill being used. Like he used his shield and immediately switched to mining drill instead of actually trying to block out on damage. He's going to charge straight in, 40 HP left, and he gets the shot. k1llsen comes back. Oh dear lord, that was close.
Wow. He's alive. He's alive in this. He's now on map point. We can go to another tiebreaker.
You know his other alias is, by the way, for k1llsen's?
Tell me. Wait, are you going to make a really bad joke?
Not anymore. It's going to be a Frankenstein, because he's German.
It's funny because it sounds like German.
Oh.
Sorry, was that not the reaction you were hoping for?
No. No, not at all. Expecting like a chuckle here or there. I'll take it. Shield's going to be up, though, for Spart1e, and k1llsen already uses Piercing Sight. Actually not running out on that trade for the most part. He's actually playing really slow, too. Knowing that probably the shield's going to be up relatively soon. No, he doesn't have the health to play with. But at least has the armor now. He's still got to retreat away. He's got to get healthy somehow here with these health bubbles.
Yeah, k1llsen has got to be very delicate with his positioning. Here's a bounce pad going out his outright way. Which side can I be safe from? Cuts his losses, uses the Piercing Sight. Really would like to see him get some more health. Goes in for a rail, and that actually really limits Spart1e's stack. But that shield, it's time to offer some respect to Spart1e. Little leap over there from the Swede, avoiding further damage. k1llsen, I'd like to see, he needs to find a rail of some sort. He needs to manage that health and armor of Spart1e because it's starting to get out of hand. And when that shield comes back up, it's going to be very difficult to work with. Lightning Gun will also do the job. There's no more hourglasses over there. So k1llsen trying to find something. Direct rocket. LG to finish it off. He is going to get the first frag in this pivotal round.
Well, that 100 damage rocket out of him definitely paid out dividends. And that aggressive push onto him was able to eat away at the stack with the LG. At the same time, kind of it looked like forced Spart1e into an awkward position. He didn't look comfortable at all there. And k1llsen with the lead. Maybe be able to pick up another round here on the board against Spart1e.
Oh, that die roll. Probably going to get about 100 damage from that. A little less, actually. It doesn't look as powerful as I thought. I'm going to follow him with the LG anyway. Rel me, make me vulnerable. I'll do the same to you.
Oh, k1llsen again, picking up the rail. The LG comes out. He runs out of ammo, and he gets the kill, but suicides at the same time. But hey, he got the kill. He's gonna be happy about that. And it's just Spart1e on his last champion for the map as well to keep in mind.
He goes with the Ranger and not the Clutch, which is interesting to be honest. I really would have thought Clutch would be the one. Because usually you'd use the Clutch as the kind of, right, I can go all in on a frag, and I'll be really vulnerable after that frag, but since he only needs one, I thought, yeah, go for the all-out push.
Well, I know what k1llsen had said to me earlier, that he's not really as confident in his Clutch as it needs to be with how good Clutch can be at this moment, so maybe Ranger's more of a comfort pick for him up against his visor to secure that kill, but definitely agree with you. Definitely more of an all-in champion Clutch can be. Piercing Sight coming in as k1llsen pushes through. Eats a lot of damage here. And that Mega, the timing that was spotty right there is going to pretty much deter k1llsen from going for any sort of fight.
Wow. And the Rockets, they answer all questions at the end of Vale. That makes it 3-1. k1llsen is pushing us over to a tiebreaker map here in the third series of the day. And people have been doubting k1llsen because of his inactivity, but that makes it, he's got 2 map wins in the tournament so far. Can he convert this into a series win?
I mean, and to be fair, map wins will be technically important if we ever do have a tiebreaker, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
They could be very important. So definitely a big thing here for k1llsen to get that, even if he doesn't win the series. But either way, obviously, he wants to close this one out as we're going to Corrupted Keep next. This is our final map here. And Zoot, we did have k1llsen versus Ron in Corrupted Keep. And k1llsen only won one. Actually, no, k1llsen won 2 rounds.
Yeah, he did. They brought it to a 3-2 on that one.
Yeah.
k1llsen did very well over that. We did have clutch from both players on that one. That was where Lena was used by Zron and Visor was used by k1llsen, I believe. Flick the maps over very quickly. We can get this going in just a moment. Just to remind people about the next match of the day, we will be seeing the other 2 players go up against each other. That's Cypher versus Zron. So stay tuned because we'll go to a break after we complete this map, and that's what guys I predicted to be the top 2 in the group, and they also won their first matches of the day themselves. To look forward to. Now I'm gonna get this one started.
I still want to see some blood run, Zoot, but you know what? We'll get there eventually. There's still 3 more matches to go today and 6 tomorrow. That's all good. You know what? Maybe we'll do some 2s and we'll get our own blood run in there.
I know that. Well, we know that Spart1e. Every time we see Spart1e, he's been given the opportunity to remove blood run, so it's been, you know, insta pick from him. But it's also, I've also been surprised not to see a player like Cypher pick it immediately, instead going to one of those maps that just really favors combat skills a lot more. Right, let's see the picks now for Corrupted Keep. We've got Ranger from Spart1e, likewise for k1llsen, following the Visor. We're going to get the same, I think. We're going to get clutch from k1llsen too. Unless he's not feeling confident.
Okay. So a mirror match between the 2 here on Corrupted Keep. Our last map of the series before we do get underway with Cypher and Zron, who both had victories in their first matches. That's going to almost solidify, not solidify, but it's going to give us a good inkling into that first place position, that coveted first place position, which guarantees you money as well out of groups.
You bastards.
Minimum of 34th place.
Like this?
You want that one, but obviously in this one, the lion's share is going to be in first place. That's what you've got to be gunning for. So no one can think, oh, this guy's a favorite. You have to believe, Jason. You have to.
Round 1.
I always believe.
Another way home.
I'm upset that I asked you that question. Let's do this last map, Jason, of Spart1e and k1llsen. I'm on Spart1e's point of view. He got himself the Mega first, and he's careful. Yeah, he won't get too damaged from k1llsen, just guarding that area with the rockets.
k1llsen's not going to have that Pierce's setup anymore, but obviously he's so loud, he's actually dropped to the low ground, not knowing where Spart1e is at all, but Spart1e hasn't been able to get the rockets. So dueling k1llsen head-to-head here is going to be very difficult for him. And with him picking up that little mini armor, to at least give that one away. But gets some clean damage. Doesn't get any return back onto him.
I mean, I should be making sure that he doesn't get damage as he picks the heavy armor. Spart1e's actually like taking his time with it, and he might have taken a bit too much time. Does manage to get back to overstacked on armor, and very aggressive push from k1llsen actually. Rockets are good. LG forcing Spart1e back to the health bubbles, and Mega's about to respawn.
And remember, this is what k1llsen did against Rom. He denied rocket launcher for such a long time against him because he knew how powerful he could be and how powerful it could be against him. And k1llsen already opened things up with the first kill.
That lightning gun was absolutely brutal. Spart1e gave him an opportunity, and it hurt tremendously. Spart1e's just going to fly by and get himself the shotgun kill. k1llsen didn't manage to force that shield up. So he's going to be going versus a very stacked robot. Ready to pop that ability.
And there's such a big difference between the 2 big pickups as well, that there's going to be a contest on both, technically. Or maybe with that kill to Spart1e, he's not necessarily going to have much of a battle against him. He still has shield up, still has not been used. And look at all this free damage he's doing against k1llsen.
k1llsen does get himself the heavy at the end, and even though he's only got 50 health, that is a big saving grace to him. Spart1e didn't use his shield during that whole occasion though, so even if he's weaker, it's really hard to tell actually who's favoured in this fight. I'd probably go with Spart1e right now, especially after that mega.
Well, heavy up in 3 seconds. You can see k1llsen putting some effort over towards the LG. He's got his shield. Not using it just yet. Using it maybe to escape, to stay alive, and he doesn't actually pop it. Spart1e picks up the kill.
He doesn't.
And gets a clean round.
A slight miss or underestimation of Spart1e's stack. Possibly feeling that he was able to get the kill first. Could have played it a bit safer because he gave himself position to get over to the heavy, but he decided, you know what, I'm not going to use it. And that's potentially cost him the round, although even if he did use it and went to heavy, he would still be at in a tough position anyway.
Mega's still not being taken, by the way. k1llsen trying to put some early damage in. Again, trying to deny the pickups here, the guns. Should be able to retreat
really
away towards Mega in a second. Actually, he's going to go for time shards, and eventually we'll get the Mega. Doesn't have much armor left, but he still has the rockets. Finally, though, it's going to be Spart1e securing his own. And you can see Spart1e just kind of waiting out that piercing sight. I think both of them were practically waiting out that piercing sight, yeah. Both the pop at the same time here, trying to have that advantage. And there's going to be a great kill to k1llsen. I don't even know how he hit that helmet damage rocket right before he got through that teleporter.
Yeah, that was unreal. I think Spart1e probably felt he was able to get through. Shotgun over here, Spart1e. He's got to hit something. He's missed. Oh, he finds the follow-up. That fire rate on starting shotgun is pretty insane. But he only had to do 7 damage. It was like, come on, man. Let's go. Here's k1llsen's clutch. He's got to try and get out. k1llsen's all over him. He's going to hit a midi at the back of the nail gun room. And he looks like he can possibly bring this round back, especially if he can get that shield up one more time.
Or if he just catches him out.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Again, Spart1e knowing that, right, shield's been used, and it's a kind of very simple formula at that point. It's kind of, how do I approach the fight? And I think, again, when you didn't do enough damage to k1llsen beforehand or to the clutch, you kind of got to do a little bit more long-range damage. Because if you do long-range machine gun, you're going to do a lot more damage to the clutch than the clutch is going to do to you. He's just that much bigger. I'd maybe like to see a bit more care taken next time.
He's just big bone suit, okay? Maybe so harsh. So k1llsen's got
like
Mega.
A body care.
Exactly.
He's too good for bones.
He's big titanium, whatever. Anyways, rocket's not being picked up for k1llsen, and we know how big k1llsen can be, how good he can be if he can get those. And just kind of a reverse of luck here. Spart1e gets the telefrag midair.
There we go. Doing very well in the round now. Helmet does get taken though. He's got no die roll. Trying to back himself off, but he's being chased, and yeah. He wanted to always face his opponent just then, so he could try and get some shots as the shield was going, you know, up and down, as and when k1llsen wanted to hit some damage. I couldn't really time anything too well.
Well, Mega's up in 3 seconds, Heavy's up in 8, and k1llsen, if he can just take Meg, he can just get over towards Heavy, or might even need to go for it. He doesn't have his shield up, and he will fall to Spart1e with the shotgun. But now he's got Ranger, and he knows his shield's not up for a long time.
So Spart1e's used his shield there to basically secure that frag on the clutch, but because he's done that, he's also made it very likely that k1llsen's going to get a frag on him too. So they're kind of cancelling each other out at the moment. The dial gets used and nothing comes of it. Can Spart1e survive to the next shield? Because that will be the major deciding factor on whether or not he can challenge this round.
Dear lord, that was like 70 damage done. What a split second here out of k1llsen. You can see Spart1e again slowing things down. Mega's going to be up, and that's going to be k1llsen securing that. Or should ideally. He's just drop onto it. Oh my god, Spart1e almost fell off the map. Oh.
The shield's just come back up. There's not, it's going to be very unlikely that the... Okay, never mind. Absolutely shoved, and that is going to be a Visor versus Ranger. So as you could see, even though the shield did go up again, he had too little health and couldn't survive for long enough. So it really... The clutches are just, yeah, nullifying each other. More so than anything else, I'd say.
It's good timing on k1llsen too, considering he was able to... Oh, another one coming through. Gets the Darab onto the Mega, and k1llsen gets the kill.
That was a super aggressive move from k1llsen. Don't think Spart1e was expecting that. He was like, right, I'm next to the Mega. I've got it secured. Oh. That aggressive push. And with the burst damage from the Dire Orb, Spart1e's just got to be aware of those possibilities. Wait for him to go out of sight first before you're going to push on anything else.
Oh my lord, k1llsen got both big pickups here, and he got the shield out of clutch as well. Spart1e's got to be so careful. 50 HP left for k1llsen, even though he had both major items secured. But he's got a window to play with here. And he's also got the LG to melt through, but Spart1e gets the kill with the rocket with 22 health left.
It's going to be a kill there for k1llsen now. I just don't see any world in which Spart1e survives. And he should be looking for it as this Heavy's just gotten removed from the map. Oh, there it goes. Bye-bye.
Just
yoink.
Right in front of him. Steals his girl. Just takes it away. And that's going to be k1llsen with a major lead. But the thing is, shield's back up for Spart1e at least.
To ask her to dance. Sorry.
Well, now we know how you got your fiancée. Supposed fiancée. We haven't seen her yet. Don't know if she actually exists.
She exists. Promise. Armor does get taken.
Yeah, he's maintaining
control. This is a lot of stack. Also gets stolen on this occasion. Shields go up at the same time, but Spart1e is lacking that stack. And LG from k1llsen. Spart1e really needs to get as much damage as possible. It's debatable as to whether or not he got enough to make his ranger's job easier. And that Dire Orb doesn't do much, and the rockets are going to be good for k1llsen. He's one frag away from locking down this map and locking down the series and putting Spart1e really on the brink of elimination.
Well, let's see if he can get it. He's got the shield back up. He's going to push into this one. Can Spart1e get away? And that's going to be an easy answer. Back-to-back 3K rounds for k1llsen. And he does do it. He pulls it back in 2 3-map series in a row.
k1llsen is alive. I guess the question is that enough?